How to survive the recession. Don't do this or you'll get homeless. Individuals are more likely to lose their jobs and enter the labor force as a whole when the economy is in a downturn. There's a chance they won't find a job for a while either. As the economy contracts and joblessness rises, we call this a recession. How bad is homelessness, and can housing first cure it? It's best to keep a close eye on your spending and avoid taking unnecessary risks that could jeopardize your financial goals while the economy is slow or in a recession. Your personal finances may suffer during a recession. You can weather the economic storm by being organized and by taking a few straightforward precautions to lower your risks. Some risks that should be avoided in recession. Taking on a cosigner. Even during prosperous economic times, co-signing a debt can be an extremely dangerous commitment. The co-signer could be forced to make the payments if the borrower is unable to do so. The dangers of co-signing a debt increase during a recession since both the borrower and the co-signer may be more likely to lose their jobs or see a drop in business income. By co-signing, you run the risk of being responsible for the loan's whole term. If you can, think of other ways to assist the borrower. However, regardless of the state of the economy, you could need to co-sign for a relative or close friend. It pays to have some cash set up as a safety net in such circumstances. Or rather than putting yourself on the hook for the co-sign loan, it might even be wiser to help with a down payment or make a personal loan instead of signing. Getting a mortgage with an adjustable rate. You can decide to get an adjustable rate mortgage when buying a house. This action makes sense in some situations. As long as interest rates are low, the monthly payment will stay low as well. During a recession, interest rates often first decline before subsequently rising as the economy begins to recover. This indicates that the chance of an adjustable rate loan's variable rate increasing after a recession increases. Although interest rates typically decline in the early stages of a recession, some borrowers may find it difficult to qualify for the best interest rates and loans due to the frequently severe credit standards. As the recession begins to ease, imagine the worst-case scenario. You lose your job and loan rates increase. Your monthly payments increase, making it very challenging to remain current on your obligations. Your credit rating can be lowered by missed and late payments, which can make it more challenging to get a loan in the future. Instead, if you qualify and have solid credit, a recession could be a good opportunity to refinance your mortgage at a cheaper fixed rate. However, unless you notice indications that the economy is recovering, exercise caution when taking on new debt. Taking on new debt. In prosperous times when you can generate enough money to pay your bills on time and still have money left over for retirement savings, taking on new debt, such as a vehicle loan, home equity line, or student loan, need not be an issue. However, dangers rise when the economy worsens, including the chance that you'll lose your job or your source of income from your business. If that occurs, you might be forced to accept a job or jobs that pay less than your prior salary, which may make it harder for you to pay off your debt. In conclusion, if you're thinking about increasing your debt load, be aware that if your income decreases, this could make your financial situation more difficult. In a downturn, taking on new debt is dangerous and should be done with prudence. Wait to make major new purchases if you can, or pay cash. Considering your job a given. Even major organizations may experience financial strain during a downturn in the economy, forcing them to look for ways to cut expenses. That always results in layoffs. Workers cannot assume that obtaining another job will be easy during a recession because jobs become so unstable. Retirement portfolios of older workers who are retiring during a recession may suffer just as they begin to deplete them. Investing in dangerous assets. The owner of a business can use this advice. Even while you should always be considering the future and strategies to expand your business, a downturn in the economy might not be the ideal time to take big chances. A recession's early stages are not the time to take risks. The moment to start thinking big will come later as the economy starts to show signs of a durable recovery. Avoid investing in anything that will compel you to take on further debt. It may seem enticing to borrow money to expand your facility or buy more merchandise, especially since loan rates are likely to be low during a recession. However, if business declines further, as it may in a recession, you might find it difficult to make interest payments on time. Wait until leading economic indicators for your market or industry turn up and interest rates are just beginning to creep higher. I hope these tips have been beneficial for you. Thanks for watching.